Now go.
And we're back. So, our next topic is going to be about romantic relationships. And it's a two-part question. Do you think a relationship takes work? And when do you know if it's working, the work that it may take, and is it too much work to keep going on with the relationship? Al, what do you think?
I think a relationship takes work because there's no perfect relationship out there. I've always been told that if there is a perfect relationship, that something's going on with either couple, with either person in the relationship. I shouldn't say. Well, no, it takes work. A relationship is not hard. It's what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. A relationship is worth keeping. I've been in mine for going on 16 years, so I love it. You know, I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world because really, a gay relationship is really hard, especially for gay men. And I've been in mine for 16 years, and that's how I feel about it. Marie?
I feel somewhat the same. A relationship takes work. It should never become stressful. If it is to a point where it's just stressful, then you don't need to be in it anymore. Um, it takes work to keep it fresh, to keep it new, to keep it enjoyable so you don't get bored with the same monotonous activities. Um, and that's about it.
But do you think with a relationship that sooner or later it's gonna come that point where it's just gonna be stagnant?
Well, that's the second part of the question that I was going to bring up, like, because you kind of didn't address it yourself.
Okay.
Like, when do you know that it's worth the work putting into it?
When you can look at that person, I think, and still feel like I love that person and that person is worth it. Because they are treating you good, because they are giving 100% as well. So that makes your energy worth it because they're giving you the same energy. If they're just sitting there and they can care less and they're not trying to come up with things and they're not trying to keep it new and they're not trying to continuously keep you happy, then no, it's not worth your work.
So you have to look at the big picture. You can't do it situation by situation.
You have to look at it person by person. Every relationship that you're in is different. Each person is different. Some people are not worth the time nor the energy. And you just need to come to grips with that, no matter if you've been in it for 10 years, 5 years, 3 months, a week, a day, whatever. You need to look at that person, not your whole general relationship. Just because you've been in a 15-year relationship, you don't take your next relationship and feel you should put in that same energy right off the bat. That's a different person. Does that person deserve this? Does that person deserve you going that extra mile every day to please them and make them happy? But you have to know yourself and know that is that person giving you the same type? Is that person making you feel good as well? So I just think it's a two-way street. And as long as you can still see those qualities in that person, in my opinion, it's worth it to put that work in it.
And to piggyback off of that, I would also say, you know when it's worth keeping when that person will give you their last.
Well, I'm sure being in an almost 16-year relationship,
no, but
you could say that. But what about when you guys had only been together for like 2 years? Like, how did you know that it was worth putting in more effort and more energy to sustain that? Because, like you said, that you don't believe that there's any perfect relationship.
Right, because you put, I think you put goals. You set goals for one another. Relationship goals,
personal goals,
and you work toward that goal. You know, there's always something else. There's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be situations. So you and your partner, and I can say from the very beginning, he's always given me his last. Like even when I moved to Georgia, it was, you know, another situation, and he took me in. So.
Okay.
I never left. But again, like I said, you'll know if it's working when you know that person is giving you their laughs. It's just everything. Like they cherish the ground you walk on. I mean, I wouldn't trade him in for nothing.
Camino?
Um. Oh, we're almost over the time. Okay, so let me just say this really quickly then. I believe that all relationships, but especially romantic ones, take work because, you know, when you have two individuals who are just getting to know one another, that in itself takes time and patience. And as far as when do you know if it's working or if it's too much work to keep it, I think intuition tells you. Especially with women, not to say that it doesn't work with men as well, but I really do believe that people should trust in their gut feelings.
When you say women, just women in
no, you know,
general.
Women's intuition, right?
Oh,
like
okay.
just women
Okay.
in general. A lot of people second guess themselves. I think when you see certain signs, you know, you should pay attention to signs. Something you said that I think is important is knowing yourself as well is important to know, like when you can tell in your own personal relationships whether or not something is working for you or whether or not you should just let it go. So the when is just a matter of whenever you decide, or whenever I would decide for myself individually if something was good or not good.
And just one note off of that, my thing is in a relationship, don't ever lose yourself. If you have your own personal goals, you are who you are, your personality, just your friends, your family, don't lose sight of that because you are now in a relationship, you are with a person. Be true to yourself because when that relationship is done, or just at the end of the day, you want to be able to look in the mirror and still be happy with the person you are and regardless of the relationship. So that's my big thing. But good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Okay. The next thing we want to talk about, and this is fun, are songs. I posted something on my Facebook. Oh nah nah, what's my name? Oh nah nah, what's my name?
Sing that.
What's my name? Drake and Rihanna.
I think you should let them
Ooh.
That
do it.
Ooh.
anyway.
Well,
That is my jam. Love it.
that's what's hot. That's what's playing in her car.
I don't like it.
And my song is Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow,
Okay.
Black and Yellow,
How
Black and
really?
Yellow. Now, see, I called Camino the other day and was like, hey, have you heard that song Black and Yellow? And she was like, no, I hate that song. So anyway, I was like, well, what does it mean? Are they talking about a car?
I thought that's
And-
about drugs.
Well, I didn't know. I thought they were talking about a car. So I was like, when it was playing, I was like, platinum, silver, platinum, silver, platinum, silver for Kyoko, my car. Yes, thank you very much. But anyway, come to find out, the guy was talking about
The Saints.
the Saints, where he's from, New Orleans.
No.
What? Hurry up.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is. Okay.
So anyway, that's what's hot. That's what's playing in the car.
Yes. Love it.
Okay, so now I want to do a shout out because we're getting ready to close. My shout out is to my cousin PJ. I know this thing's been blinging all in the camera. My cousin PJ actually designed it. Well, not designed it. He made the shirt himself. Now you can hit PJ up. PJ does a lot of decoratings and Christmas trees, everything, cakes, whatever. His name is Patrick Martin. He's on Facebook, so you hit him up there. Also, I know that you guys seen the different look that I have for this winter,
Hi.
and I grew that in. So, and then my haircut
Oh,
is good, right? It's faded. So anyway, yes. So anyway, the person that did it, her name is Tori.
Fade Diva.
She's called it Faded Diva on Facebook, and she's fabulous. She's in Snellville, so
Yeah, baby.
Fade Diva. I'm sorry. So that's her. If you want a haircut, you know, you can email us. I'll give you the email at the end. All right.
Okay. My shout out is to McDonald's Cafe. $1. Love it. Bomb. Love it.
Shout outs to myself. You know, I do things.
That's what's
Okay.
up.
That's
Anyway,
what's up.
okay, so you guys can email us anytime, day or night, at goodbadfab3, the number 3, numerical, at gmail.com. That's goodbadfab3 at gmail.com.
And again, we're taking questions. If you guys have questions, or if you guys have topics that you guys want to suggestions, or you guys want us to hit on a certain topic that you don't want nobody to know it's you, it's anonymous or whatever. And we don't say any names. We just talk about your question, and we'll try to answer it ourselves. and hopefully we can help you to help that situation or whatever. But anyway, this is the last of our segment. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to add?
No, it was fun.
It was great.
Had a good time.
And we're going to try and do better to get back to you guys at least once a week. We want to try and post these vlogs. And again, we don't mind the hate. We don't mind we love the love. So if you want to go ahead and post it on the messages at the bottom, please do so. We are looking for your feedback. And so again, this is Al. Nice seeing you.
Camino, I can't see you, but you can see me.
It's Marie.
There she goes with her dance.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Deuces.